The Buffalo Bill, winners of the AFC East last year. Can they repeat with other teams in their division getting much more hype? Are they still the kings, or have their crowns been snatched?
God, that was amazing, Brendan. That was an amazing intro. There may be me laughing on it, and Jimmy. I saw Jimmy as well. Jimmy might have been smirking as well. But it's like a support smirk. So in week one, I have the Bills losing to the Jets, but then going on a pretty big win streak here, beating the Raiders, beating the Commanders, beating the Dolphins, beating the Jaguars, beating the Giants, losing to the Patriots, but then winning four more, beating the Bucks, beating the Bengals, getting some revenge there, beating the Broncos, and then beating the Jets. But then they go on a four-game losing streak because Bill's gonna bill. You know, the season needs drama. You know, you can't just win every game. So they're gonna lose to the Eagles, lose to the Chiefs, lose to the Cowboys, and lose to the Chargers. But then finish the season on a two-game win streak to finish at 11-6, and that would win them the division for my predictions. Weeks 12 through 16, they get a bye, in between that, but 12 through 16 does not look pretty. They also got the Bengals on the schedule, so that's not the best right now. And the Jets are pretty good, and they got to play them twice, and the Dolphins they got to play them twice. So not the easiest schedule from the Bills, but finishing 11-6, not bad, not bad. We'll see though how they end up finishing the season, in the postseason. I'm tired of the regular season Bills. I think it's over, you know.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get that. And they definitely had a great season last year. Um, this has just been so much drama between that team with Diggs.
Yeah, that's
Um,
been a weird situation.
and they have lost a decent amount of defensive players due to the salary cap. Um, but I believe they still should be a good team. For my picks, I have them losing to the Jets right off the bat. But they could come back with a pretty long win streak, beating the Raiders, the Commanders, the Dolphins, the Jags, the Giants, the Patriots, the Bucks. They're all going to defeat those teams. Week 8, they're going to week 9, they're going to lose to the Bengals. Excuse me. Week 10, defeat the Broncos. Come back home and lose to the Jets again, being swept. They're gonna lose to the Eagles. They're gonna head into the bye for week 13. Come back from it, lose to the Chiefs, but beat the Cowboys, beat the Chargers, beat the Patriots, and beat the Dolphins. A must-win game away for a record of 12-5, winning them second in the division, which is crazy to hear about.
Yeah.
Crazy to hear. 12 wins and you came in place first. That is crazy.
All right. So for me, the Buffalo Bills, I have them winning week one against the Jets, beating the Raiders week two, and beating the Commanders week three. I am beating the Dolphins week four. But then in London, I have them losing to the Jaguars, and then after I have them losing to the Giants, I have Brian Daboll beating his old team. And after that, I have them beating the Patriots and beating the sorry, not Bronco, Buccaneers. But then I have them losing to the Bengals. The revenge fails. Them beating the Broncos, losing to the Jets, and I have them beating the Eagles. But then after the bye week, losing it to the Chiefs, but then beating the Cowboys, beating the Chargers, beating New England. But that last final week, they lose to the Dolphins. I have them finishing 11-6, but that does win them the AFC East for me, first place in the division.
Samesies, twinsies.
All right, Steven here. He has the Bills beating the Jets, beating the Raiders, losing to the Commanders, upset there. But then beating the Dolphins, beating the Jaguars, losing to the Giants, losing to the Patriots, beating the Buccaneers, Bengals, Broncos, Jets, and Eagles. Very good win streak there, but then losing to the Chiefs after the bye week, beating the Cowboys, losing to the Chargers, but then beating the Patriots and beating the Dolphins. Steven has the Buffalo Bills finishing 12-5, first place in the AFC East.
So that is a total of 11.5 wins as an average. So we'll bump that up to 12. So the over under for us is 11.5. The Bills from Vegas is 10.5. So once again, we are a game ahead of Vegas, man. We are just big fans of the AFC East this year. But the Bills, I mean, like we mentioned earlier, the Bills have been, one of the better teams in the league for a little bit. I think they'll definitely continue it and definitely be in the running for one of the better teams, unless they just completely fall off. But with some hype from other teams, maybe it's more about the other teams than it is the Bills falling off. We'll see. But I mean, still 11.5 games. We're kind of high on them.
If the hype is real on some of these teams, that maybe I still think the Bills are going to be good, but I think there's a chance there may be some some rockiness, but overall I think they're still going to be a good team and still going to be towards the top of the division, if not winning it. Of course, I have them winning it, but I other prediction, if you see my other AFC East picks, their other teams are kind of close, so it's a tight race in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Buffalo Bills' reign of the AFC East is over and they're going to finish last place 0-17? Or are they still the kings of that division and they're going to win and go all the way to the Super Bowl? Let us know in the comments below where you have the Buffalo Bills. And stay tuned for our other picks. We did all the other AFC East teams, all the AFC teams, NFC teams, they're all coming out. Stay tuned. Thank you guys for watching. Like or dislike, subscribe or don't subscribe. It's always up to you. And we'll see you guys in the next video you watch of us. Goodbye.
Nice.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want, so I'll take it on. I'll make mistakes, but mistakes make you strong. Let's break it down for a minute. I want the crown, I'm gon' get it. You hear me loud, man, I'm winning. Yeah, Charlie Sheen will be grinning. These ladies